interesting explanation on why crime exists and how do people turn to it are those coming from psychological and biological perspectives. Each has desire to enjoy all the privileges as human. On the other hand, people had been developed psychologically, biologically, and socially different from its primitive origin. Thus, individuals' upbringing in so many aspects differ from one another. The bottom line always anchored on how do people are being satisfied in their own desire and motivation. Psychological and biological explanations play an important role in tracing one's criminal behavior and in understanding its motivations and instinctual drives why and how they pursue a criminal activity. Thus, control and prevention may work better when it talks about how to change people's mind set by incapacitating them to further the criminal career.
The pre-classical period, the supernatural explanation of criminality, dominated thinking from early history well into the 18th century. Modern remnants still survive half 1990 in a system of knowledge in which theological explanation of reality was predominant. The criminal was viewed as a sinner who possessed by demons or damned by other worldly forces. Hogan 2011. This is the demonological theory of crime reputation where individuals were considered to be possessed by either good or bad spirit pushing him to express good or bad behavior. In this theory, a person who commits crime was thought to express criminal behavior as a result of evil spirit or demon that controls him. Guilt and innocence were established by a variety of figures that presumably called the fourth supernatural allies of the accused. The accused were innocent if they could survive an ordeal or if a miraculous sign appeared. They were guilty if they died at stake or if omens were associated with them.
In demonology, terms like demons, witches, and wendigo were used for people who had turned criminals. Supernatural powers were considered the best explanation behind crime and sin. It was believed that a person did not commit crimes of his own free will but under evil influence. Violations of religious doctrine. An early explanation of crime is theological or religious. It is called a sin, a violation of sacred obligation. An individual who commits a crime has been viewed as possessed by evil spirits or under divine wrath. In many societies, if someone committed criminal activity, it was common to perform exorcisms or primitive surgery, such as breaking open the skull of the perpetrator to allow the demons to leave his or her head. This almost always resulted in the death of the accused person, but it was seen as a liberating experience for the offender. This is the historical timeline of the theory. We have the theory of demonology. Demonology is from 5000 BC to 1692 AD, and the motivation of this theory is the demonic influence. These images are the examples of the breaking open the skull of the people who commits crime that leads them to death during the pre-classical period in demonological theory.